I buy this? With this? Stay tuned to figure out. Our journey begins 7 years ago at this house. Watch the water line, Drew.
I got the cabinet on my left hand.
Oh, water line, water line. Water line, I got it. We got a great deal on this house, but we always knew that it was going to be a lot of work and that we were going to have to do it because we didn't have any money.
Jesus, give me that fucking thing.
They're long. They're long.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
For 45 days, my family worked, slept, ate, drank, and worked more to make this house what it was, all in the hopes that our hard work would be rewarded in the end. So we finished our 45 days of work and the house looked amazing. We all decided to take a couple days off and get away from town before we put the house on the market. Well, when I came back 3 days later, a hurricane had hit Washington, D.C. The hurricane had broken open the French doors in the master bedroom and destroyed everything. The brand new hardwood floors that had just been refinished were done. The French doors destroyed. The porch wrecked. We were hours away from listing the home on the market, and it felt like we had to start over. But we got back to work. We fixed all the issues, and in 2 weeks, we had the house back on the market. In 2 weeks, we sold that house and we took all of the money and we put it into another house. We didn't know it at the time, but we might have bit off more than we could chew. We knew this house was going to be a lot of work. Originally, we had thought it would be mostly cosmetic, but once we got into the house, we realized that there was significant structural work that needed to be done as well. The main structural issue that we had to deal with was the plumbing. What we didn't know and couldn't have possibly known when buying the house was that none of the plumbing was up to code. Every pipe in the house had to be replaced. So we found a plumber for the job and things were going along smoothly. Things were great. And then all of a sudden, one day, bam, the guy disappears. Never to be seen or heard from again. The hardest part about this is that the job could not continue. We couldn't actually do any work until the plumbing was done. Couldn't put down the flooring, couldn't put up the walls, couldn't do any of it. We can't move forward. Our money is tied up in this thing and it's just this nightmare disaster. So after a couple weeks of no work being done on the house whatsoever, we finally find a plumber to come in and to complete the work. Despite all the issues with the plumber, this house turned out amazing, better than we could have ever dreamed of. In fact, the structural issues that we had to deal with actually ended up benefiting us in the long run. We were able to add another room and really able to turn this house into a magnificent home. As a result, we were able to sell the house for more money than we ever thought possible. With that money, we were able to go buy this $2 million home that you've seen. And now we're out looking for another one.